Okay, honeys, welcome back. So we have here in front of us all the items that we talked about in our previous video in part 1. I guess this is part 2, right? I guess. Okay, so let's just say this is part 2. If you guys haven't seen part 1, I recommend you to go see that video first, because you're gonna come into this video and you're not gonna really exactly know what I'm talking about. You're gonna be super confused. So first watch part 1 before you watch this video. So now I already have in front of me the items that we already discussed on how to do the layout. Now I don't have obviously a 12 by 12 paper, but we are going to be using these envelopes as our paper, and it's going to guide us, and it's going to be part of our frame for our picture. Okay, so we are going to be scrapbooking this delicious picture of a watermelon that I took myself. Now I'm going to be using newspaper, okay, to make the background kind of stand out. I'm also going to be using tissue paper. Okay, so let's do that. Now I'm not going to tell you exactly what I'm going to be using, because again, we already know and I already talked about it and we already have an idea. You know, my first part of the video indicated to you all the stuff that we're going to use. So I'm just going to go with it and we'll see what happens. Okay, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. I don't have an idea on what to do. I'm just going with it full force blind, basically. Okay, so I had this tissue paper that I got in one of my gifts for my birthday. I liked the color of it, and so I thought it would be a nice addition to use as a framing for my picture. Now what I like to do with tissue paper when I want to give it like a lot of texture, I'll use my scissors and I'll just like very carefully do little cuts like this. See that? Let me come a little close. See that? Do little cuts like this, and it kind of gives you like a little fringe, like a fringe effect. See that? And then that's what you'll get. You'll get this little fringy effect that gives you a lot of texture in your page. Okay, so so now we are going to layer this picture onto the tissue paper, which is what I want. Maybe we want to do it like that. No. But before we do that, I want to back this picture onto this newspaper that I have here. So let's do that first. Trying to find the right angle, because I don't want a picture of this man, but I do want a picture of the newspaper. Okay, so now we're going to just leave a little tiny strips just to give the picture a little bit of interest. There you go. See that? Gives a little bit of interest. Okay, so now I want to cut a little piece of what we talked about in my last video. This is going to give some height to our picture, and we're going to use this as, I guess, dimension. What you normally would use as foam dimension. I'm going to use this instead. Just make sure I get the right size. I have my hot glue ready for me here. So I want to use my hot glue on this. And you want to be very generous with this, because You want to make sure that it stays. Okay. Now if you want to give more height or more dimension, you can always layer another piece on top of that. Like this little piece over here, you can probably layer that on top of that. So we can do that. Let's do that. Because I don't want to, what am I going to do with this little piece? Throw it out? No. We don't throw anything out. You hear my mom outside talking, they're cleaning the backyard. And my father. Okay. So that's going to give dimension to the picture, as you can see. Okay, see that? Okay, so let's layer the picture on top of the tissue paper. Okay. Double-sided tape. A little bit too much. Let's just trim this down a little. Okay. Am I the only one that always have problems pulling this tape out? I don't know why, I always have issues with that. See? Okay, there we go. Okay. How are we going to this picture to show like this? Okay, so we're going to add this in here. Just like that. And it's giving your picture some lift. So you want to, if you want to tuck something in here, you can. Because it has that space where they have that little lift. Okay? Same thing as down here. Because you have, and you added this to the bottom of the picture, it gives it that nice dimension look. Okay, so that is fabulous, coming along fantastic. All right, there you go. Okay, so far that looks awesome, but we have more things to use, right? So let's see what else we could use to incorporate this particular lovely image. So I want to use some of this really pretty diary page. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, maybe we can do it like that. Okay, that doesn't look so bad, right? That looks pretty cool. But now, how are we going to incorporate this lovely what do you call this, tag? Because I want to add this tag also. So maybe we'll just add the tag something like here, right? The tag can hang like that. And then we also have our little muffin liners. So what I did was, here, let me show you really quickly. There's two things that I did with this muffin liner. Okay, I just got a little tiny one and I just squished it like this, the center, just like that. Okay, just like that. Open it up. Okay, see that? And now use your tiny attacher, or you can even use regular staple, it doesn't really matter, and just staple that so it can stay together. Okay, while you figure out what you're going to use in the middle of this cute little tiny embellishment you just created in seconds. Okay, that's the first one. The second one that I also created was this one. I used a strip of paper that we have here, and I did the same technique with this one, only I did half. So I cut this in half, And then I stapled it on top of this little strip of paper so we can use that also as part of our embellishment, okay? So right here you have 2 embellishments that you created yourself in a DIY sort of kind of way, okay? And you didn't need anything else. Now, what we're gonna do is I want to put this one here, just like that. And I want to put this one somewhere around down here, but I also want to put something in the middle, right, to give it dimension. So go through your stickers, go through what you have. I want to, let's see, I have some stickers here from my previous project that I never used. So maybe I'll use like this little pretty Martha Stewart flower. It's a sticker. Okay, and I'm going to actually use this sticker and put it in the middle of the cupcake liner. And maybe I should use hot glue because I don't want this to fall off, okay? Even though it does have a little bit of adhesive in the back, I just want to make sure that it does not fall off. So I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue. And you created a really pretty embellishment in seconds, guys. See that? Look how pretty that is. Let me see if my camera can focus. Look at that. Look how pretty that embellishment. I love it. Beautiful. Okay. For this one, maybe we can use one of these. Let's see. No, that's too much, right? Let's see. Maybe a button. A button would look nice here, but this button is not really the color that would coordinate with this layout. But we all have extra buttons at home. You can use that. We're going to use our DIY that we did earlier. Remember in my first video? We used our nail polish to paint over this, what do you call this? Oh my god, I have a brain fart right now. Safety pin. This safety pin, okay? So we're going to use the safety pin and we're going to actually use it as part of our layout right here, okay? So that's what I want to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep this like this, and then I'm going to maybe add this back here somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. But so far, I think that's what I'm going for. So let's glue down. Let's glue this down first. And then let's go over this side and glue down a little bit, not too much, because you don't want those fringes to be glued down. You want these little fringes to be all crazy and sticking out. Okay, there we go. Now we are going to use this also as well. We did say we wanted to use that here. Okay, so let's glue this down. Just like that. And I'm going to have this come this way here. Perfect. All right, where is the this little strip here that I created? We're going to add this here. So this is going to stick out a little bit. Okay. Just like that. All right, so we also have this that we also put on the side. This is part of a little package that came in, a stapler or a punch. I want to use this as a banner. Okay, and I want to make a cute little flag. Just like that. See that? That's one end. We'll do the same thing with the other end. To create sort of like a cute little banner. Okay? Now this banner, we might want to tuck somewhere down here. Okay? See that? Somewhere down here. That's perfect. Okay, so now let's glue down this maybe this looks better here. I don't know, that looks nice there too actually. Maybe here. I like that there. Just play around with the but you really can't see too much, so I think it's better to put it down here. It's much more visual here. Just play around with the layout, you know, until you get it right, until you really like what it looks like. Okay, that's the only way you're going to learn. That's the only way. We are going to incorporate this beautiful fabric in here. How are we going to do that? Very easy. We're going to do that maybe in this side right here. Yep. We're going to put it right here, peeking out a little bit from the tag. Just like that. So I glue this baby down so that he does not move. Okay, and then this is going to come right here, just like that. That's perfect. I love that. Okay, we're going to put this here, and then I have to find somewhere to put this ticket. So let's see, can we tuck this ticket in here somewhere? Maybe down here? How about here? Okay, that doesn't look bad. We can do that. Sort of picking out a little bit. Okay. And then let's cut more of these. I'm going to do the same technique that I did with the tissue paper. I'm going to cut little tiny slits to give the paper some texture, okay? As you can see here. Now the smaller the little slits are, the more texture you're gonna get. So keep that in mind. I don't really need a lot. I just need a little bit. A little slice, a little piece. I don't really need too much. Okay? Probably like up to here. I said I would probably need. See that? Okay? All right. I want to add this right here. See that? How it's picking out? That's cute. Let's use our hot glue. There we go. All right, what else do we have that we haven't used that we mentioned we were going to use? We got tissue paper, we got basically everything, I think, right? I think we got everything. Okay, let's find a little spot for this beautiful embellishment that we created. I absolutely love this embellishment. I don't know where I'm going to use it. I'm having a hard time finding a spot for it, but I think we're going to use it here. Okay, and that kind of gives it a little bit of more dimension for the one in the back as well. So let's do that. Let's hot glue this one and put it back here, just like that. If you want to put another little flower like this in this one right here, you can, but I'm going to actually use the safety pin that we painted with our nail polish, and I want to add that safety pin right there so it can kind of pop out, but it's gonna look really pretty and not too overdone. Let's hot glue this safety pin down. Actually, we need to hot glue this because safety pin will not stay there unless you hot glue this. We're gonna add the safety pin like that, and then we're gonna put a little bit of pressure here. Be careful you don't burn yourself. And there you have it. See that? I'm gonna come up close so you can see. See how pretty that looks? A little safety pin right there. I love that. Okay, very good. I think we're almost done, guys. I only need one more thing, or actually two more things, which is this cute little banner, which I don't know if I'm gonna use, but maybe we can actually put it here. I don't know. I might not even use this banner. Maybe we can use that as maybe part of our title. I don't know. We'll see. Let's glue this down. Now, if you want to use your stapler, you can. I'm going to actually use my stapler just to staple this back here so it can stay together. And it's not going to show because it's going to be behind the picture. I'm going to staple this back here as well, just so it can stay together. And then I'm going to use my tape, okay? My double-sided tape. Okay, let's remove the part that I hate the most. Oh, I can never get this. I truly hate peeling this backing off this tape. Does anybody know? Oh my god, this is not working for me. Really? Does anybody know an easy way to peel these damn things off? Because apparently I have really difficulties using this. That's why I don't like to buy these. I like to use these instead, or my wet glue. But I don't like to buy these for that reason, because it's just so hard to peel off. It might just be that I'm a little clumsy too, so that might be the reason why it doesn't work for me. Ugh, finally. Okay, here we go. Let's put this down. Be very careful where you put this down, because you have tissue paper, and tissue paper is very, very, very delicate. So once you put it down, you're not going to be able to lift it back up. Okay, so if you're backing it with tissue paper, be very generous and careful on where you're laying everything down. Okay, that looks really nice. I like that. Wow, that came out really pretty. With nothing, with just things at home. I love that. Okay, very nice, guys. Now, We are not going to use this. I left this behind. I'm not going to use it because I don't think it needs anything. I think that this layout in itself is fabulous and it's wonderful. I don't think it needs anything else. I want to put maybe a little bit of dot right here of hot glue so that this string does not go anywhere and it just kind of stays there. Just be careful because the hot glue is very, very, very hot, okay? Just something like this. There we go. There we go. Perfect. I am so much loving this adorable, beautiful layout. All right, I'm gonna come close so you guys can see. So this is how easy it is, guys, to create a layout, okay, using things from home, things that you don't need to go out and get. Most of these things you already have at home. And just use your imagination. It is very, very simple to do, not hard at all. Just gather your supplies, gather them up in a little plate, and don't think about how to put things down. Just do it. Often, if you think about how to layer your spread, most likely it's going to be very hard for you to complete it. I find it that for me, I don't think about anything. I had no idea I was going to do this spread, other than just a picture, obviously, because I already knew what picture we were going to use. But other than that, these little items that we included in the picture are just items that we have at home. I just happen to just go in my little stash, in my cabinet, and start pulling things out. And it worked out perfectly. So I don't want you guys to feel that you need to go out there and buy the latest collection or latest, you know, things out there. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just go in your little, you know, drawers of like baking section in your house. Pull out your wax paper and just go with it. Just go with it. Okay? Alright, guys. I hope you liked this video. I'm sorry if I was rambling on and on. But I just wanted to emphasize to you guys how easy it is to do scrapbooking without any necessary, you know, high-tech supplies. Okay, it's possible. Trust me, it's possible. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you thumbs up, make sure you guys share this video, and make sure you guys stay tuned for my next video. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you all have a fantastic, wonderful weekend, and I will see all of you guys on my next video. Thank you guys. Love you a whole bunch. Bye.